Okay folks, today I unboxed and set up the Back to the Roots water garden, and I put my own personal touch on with a couple other products and some other things. I'm going to tell you what I did, how I did it, coming right up. Hey YouTube, this is Pecktec, and lately the aquaponics trend has really been in full swing, and we've got it happening on a lot of different levels. Of course, I did my own version of it with the steampunk tank. Be sure to check out that video if you haven't seen it. And while I was researching that tank, I came across this one, and I was really kind of fascinated by it, but I wondered, really how good it would be. It's really hard for me to set up a tank without plants inside of it. Like, I like the plants inside the aquarium. So with this, I wanted to get the best of both worlds, and I've included a fluval prism, which is an LED light that's submersible. It does have a remote control, and you can make it do all kinds of stuff. Like, if your intent isn't to grow plants, you could always just make it like bright red in there. Or green, especially with the white gravel and stuff, and all the white around it. Blue, white. You can do a thunderstorm if you like giving your fish like a seizure or something. Quiet storm. That's not too bad. It's kind of neat. It's definitely a neat special effect. I don't know what practical purpose it serves other than to go, wow, that's pretty cool. I have to disclose too that this light got really not great reviews on Amazon, and a lot of people said it didn't last very long. I noticed overnight when I had it plugged in, it gets really, really warm. So I'm actually wondering if, through the lifespan of this light, if it'll work as a heater for this tank as well. It's a little much. It sticks out pretty far. But it's got this solid white casting, and I thought that would go. It's in a ceramic tube, right? And it's white. So I thought it would be really cool to match kind of the white gravel and the white all around here, and just kind of make it more blend in with the tank and sort of match. I'm fairly certain the plants will grow okay under this light too, and at least that's my hope. And I'm looking forward to seeing what it'll do. Unfortunately, it is attached with a suction cup, and I think if I could cut a hole and mount it that way, and if it falls off of here, I might have to. That might actually be okay though, because it would bring that light up a bit, but I'm going to have to use some silicone and basically take the whole thing apart and then put it back together if the suction cup doesn't work out. And we all know it's not going to work out. But for the purposes of this video, look how it attaches. Putting this thing together wasn't my favorite thing in the world, and I did a very minimalist Aquascape, just really some light decorations, some driftwood, and some Anubis Nano. I did have fun, plucking the Nano out. I had a much bigger piece of wood planned for this tank, but it basically took up the whole tank. This is only 3 gallons. It's really just a little bit bigger than the spec 2.5 gallon, of course, half a gallon more, but you really don't have a lot to work with. As far as the plastic itself, it isn't a super high quality acrylic. It does seem quite clear, and it's pretty nice, but I have a feeling that this could be easily scratched and probably not easily repaired, if at all. It does have a nice little feeding hole, but really doing much else inside of here, it's not going to work out too well. Of course, I didn't bother to rinse a lot of this stuff so why don't we take a real quick look at just the initial setup for this and kind of the steps that I went through, and then we'll come back and we'll talk about some more things. Now, something I have to say about this tank is it is kind of neat. Like, I like it. I think it's a little bit, I do think it's a little bit gimmicky. Maybe not quite as bad as the top fin stuff I see at PetSmart and stuff. I think this is a little smarter than that. In fact, I went to their website and I looked it up, and they have a newer version that has like really long plant beds. And the way that the lid fits on is a lot smarter. You don't have to manipulate that hose and stuff to take this on and off. I did find taking the lid on and off to be kind of troublesome. It was just kind of a pain in the ass that it didn't need to be, you know. And then their new lid, the new design that they've come up with, they've really conquered that. So rather than buying exactly what I have here, unless you want to and you find it on sale and you don't care about a couple of things, you might want to look at the newer version, because I think it'll be a little bit easier to maintain. Literally on that one, you just lift the tray out and then put it back. I have started off with of course, the plants that came with the kit, just to set up the kit and really see how it works, you know, right out of the box. But I'm excited to kind of graduate these things into maybe Wabikusa balls or all kinds of other ideas, and really do some other kind of interesting plants. I'm not sure I'm ever going to eat anything that I grow out of a fish tank. I don't know if I can do that. But one of the things it gives you to grow is wheatgrass, and I actually think cats eat that, and you can chop it up and put it in other stuff. So I don't know. Maybe we'll at least try some wheatgrass. Also, inevitably, I get asked about growing marijuana on one of these. I don't know. Maybe. As far as how things grow and how the whole process works, you're just going to have to check back. It says, I believe in the instructions, it says it only takes a few weeks. So possibly in 3 weeks or so, I'll be able to give you an update and show you exactly what the seeds are doing. The fish they recommend to keep in here is a betta. And from what I can tell, I think it would be okay. You definitely probably want to add a heater. I'm going to wait and see what temperature my water gets to in here before I add anything. And for me, I'll probably just put an endler in there, because I have lots of endlers everywhere. So I might put a couple of endlers in here, like some males or something, and just kind of observe them and see how it does. It does come with a coupon for a free male, 99-cent male bell-tail beta from Petco. So you do get a coupon from Petco if you're interested in getting one of these. So aside from like feeding the fish, it's practically impossible to get inside this tank and really do anything. You're going to have to be real careful if you put this in a window to grow plants, because frankly, if you don't do it just right, or it doesn't work out just right, you're going to get algae all throughout that tank. So definitely be aware. Of that. That's not going to work out well for you. And yes, I did cheat. I've got like a regular incandescent light bulb in here that matches the wattage that's appropriate, but it doesn't match the color. So I'm going to have to get a different. I'll have to get a different light bulb. I ran out of light bulbs. But I wanted to shoot the video, so I wanted just to shoot the video anyway. But the pictures at the end of the video hopefully will show the right color. So as you can see, that prism light is kind of large. This is kind of bright. Hopefully this could be a potential algae problem too. It's pretty warm, especially without any water in there. That light got pretty hot. I am going to do a black background. I think I was toying with the idea of doing a white background or something like that, but I think I'll just do black in the back here. And that'll basically hide this. This is the intake for the filter, so that'll basically hide all of that. It also came with dechlorinator and nitrifying bacteria. I'm going to wait and add some of this right before I put the fish in. And that sort of brought me to another thing with this tank. I mean, it's kind of set up where you unbox it, you set it up, and then you stick the betta in right away, along with the seeds. That's not usually the approach we take. You know, we want to cycle a tank and have it ready. There are probably a lot of alternatives. The stuff that they put in the top there, this is just, it's like pumice stone or something like that. You could probably, and I'm sure it's just to absorb water and bring it up to these, to those seeds so they can root up. It seems like it could be completely possible to do that with seasoned or something that's been in a filter for a while already. So you could probably easily add some of that ceramic stuff to the bottom of those bowls from an existing filter that's already cycled, and really jumpstart that much better than just like a little jar of bacteria or, you know, add some gravel that you have from an existing tank. That's another thing that could probably jumpstart it and be a little safer than just like pouring this in and throwing your bait in there. I don't think I would actually add decorations. Like in hindsight, I probably wouldn't have put the wood in there, like real wood. Nice fake piece of wood or something like that might be better. Only because you don't want to have a lot of interactions inside of it. And real wood requires a certain amount of maintenance. This, especially wood like this, is going to slough off and it's going to end up all into here. So if you're really doing something real decorator, a real decorator tank with like special gravel and stuff like that, that might not be the best scenario. I'm excited to see where this thing goes. Be sure to come back by and check it out. Right now, more than likely, while you're watching this on a Sunday, I'm driving back home I'm attending Gen Con, and I'll do at least a nicely put together artistic video of the experience there. I don't think I'm going to run around and do interviews. I did way too much of that with the steampunk stuff, and it just really kind of cut the fun of the convention in half. I'll inevitably shoot video though, because I don't know what to do with myself when I'm not shooting video. So until next time, follow your bliss, keep a clean tank, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Bacteria from your filter, you could easily add beta balls. Hey YouTube, this is Pecktec, and today I set up the told you I was going to do a setup, and this is the setup. Okay folks, today I review the Back to the Roots water guard.